happy Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. I had to think. A little variation of memories by what's that play with the mask, the Phantom of the Opera. Thank you very much. I figured it out. I already knew it. Thank you. You didn't have to tell me. I knew it. Yes, Wednesday. Okay, so what have I been dreaming about? Work. I dreamed about work. Work. I was thinking about this call I had yesterday. This funeral home calls to find this status on the claim. So they want to know. So this is what happens. All right. So a lot of times, what'll happen? People have the life insurance policy, and with the policy, I know what I need. A shirt. I need a shirt. Hold on. Okay. So what people do is they'll take the policy out to help pay for funeral costs. That's what the policy is for. So it's not like a huge policy, Some of them are maybe $10,000, and most of them are just like, a few $1,000. Anyway. So, I know, kitty. What you meowing for? So what people will do is they'll talk to the funeral home, and they make pre-life arrangements, or I don't know what they call it. Anyway, pre-need is what we call them, pre-need claims. And what? Okay, I'll clean your pen or whatever. Okay. Whew, I got a little dizzy. Okay, give me a moment here. I'll get you talking about that in just a moment. Okay, anyway, I'm trying to log into work and all that. So people buy life insurance policy, and they buy these claims through a funeral home, who then goes through a company like the one I work for to manage the funds, basically. And so we keep the funds and the policy in place and going and accruing interest, and people pay into the policy. Let's say they buy like a 3-year $5,000 policy. Okay, so they pay into the policy for 3 years. It's at the end of the 3 years, it's worth $5,000, plus there's interest that gets accrued. So, the interest varies between 3% and like 3 point something percent and almost 5% or something like that. I don't know. I don't work the math part. I don't do that. I just do the claims for now. Anyway, so what I'm getting at is that some states have specific laws about what happens to excess funds after you have a funeral. So a lot of times they'll pick out a specific funeral, and then when they die, their family will decide that that's not the funeral they're going to go with. Maybe the family moved away, or the funeral home they had is no longer available, or it's like closed or something. So they have to find a new funeral home. So the family finds a new funeral home. They go with that funeral based on the contract that their parent signed when they were still alive with the old funeral. So the new funeral will do whatever with that on that contract. And in some states, it is required by law that if there are excess funds after doing the funeral at place B, because place A is closed, B can only get paid how much that funeral is worth, and the excess funds goes to the estate or whoever the parent picked to receive the excess funds. Okay, so hold on. So yesterday, I get a call from a funeral home who's checking on claim status. They just want to know, has the check been paid out? And it was. The funeral home's portion, the cost of the funeral, was paid out. This funeral home was mad because the excess funds didn't go to them also. Okay? And they are saying we took these guys in as a courtesy or something. And we should get paid. And I'm like, you did get paid. You got... Oh, it's doing an update. You got a check for the amount of the funeral costs. He's like, it actually costs more than that. I took them in because I'm doing a solid for the family, blah, blah, blah. So I explained to him, I said, in the state of California, hello, California. In the state of California, the funeral home gets paid what they charge or what was contracted. That's what they get paid. Any excess funds goes to the next in line, the next beneficiary. So when a person signs a policy, they make a beneficiary, they assign the first funds of the policy to go to the funeral home, usually. And then any excess funds goes to a secondary person, actual person, not a place. And that person gets the excess funds. It makes sense. If your funeral doesn't cost the amount of their life insurance policy, why should you get all of the life insurance policy? You should get the cost of the funeral. You shouldn't get any more. Well, the guy was big mad because they usually charge more, and they took on a courtesy because the one funeral home closed, and the family's going to get the excess funds. I'm like, well, the funeral home got what they charged. That's what's on your claim. I understand that on your claim form you said excess funds should go to the funeral home. Because you are not the funeral home on record and you're in the state of California, the excess funds goes to the next in line. It doesn't go to you. So he was like, well, I'm going to tell, we're no longer doing business with National Guardian Life and blah, 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 blah. So I was trying to explain to him that I don't know why he's mad at National Guardian Life. We didn't make this law. We're following the state law. Do I know the state law code? No. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. You want to not do business with NGL, that's fine. We just had our meeting thing, and apparently we've got more to replace you, so fuck off. Okay. So you know how Facebook listens to you? It absolutely does. And if you think it doesn't, you're crazy. Like your smartphones are listening to you, your AI, everything's listening to you. Okay? The only way for something to not listen to you is for you to be completely off the grid. Anyway, so you know how when you say, oh boy, I need a new phone charger. And then all of a sudden, you're seeing ads for phone chargers on Facebook and your Google and your For You page, whatever. Speaking of For You pages, this is related, I tell you. I'm scrolling through TikTok just now, right? I was. And someone does a clip of a video of like a skeleton of a lizard or whatever, and it goes, it's me. And then apparently the name of the skeleton is Jessica. So it's me, Jessica. I'm in here. Which, if you don't know, is an audio clip from the movie Hot Chicks that stars Rob Schneider. And Jessica is the hot chick that body swaps with Rob Schneider. And then when Jessica wakes up in Rob Schneider's body, she's like, it's me, Jessica. You know. Anyway, I just turned on my smart TV. And I went to the home screen where you get all the apps and stuff like that. And they are recommending Hot Chicks. I just saw, is it coincidence? Maybe, but I really doubt it. I'm pretty sure my phone and Alexa and the TV and everything is just connected, and you are being watched. I, for supper, am having biscuits. Biscuits with jelly, jam, it's strawberry preserves. This is not either, it's preserves. For supper, when will you learn? When will you people learn that breakfast is not just for the morning? Breakfast can be eaten any time of day. If you can eat biscuits with jelly on it for breakfast, you can eat it for lunch or dinner or snack or whatever. So, I'm eating it because it's delicious. Yeah. So, Manifest is a good show, but it's getting really preachy. Like, they're seeing callings. I mean, they've been seeing it. I'm well into this to know that the callings they're like divine, whatever. They're making it very religious, and I don't much care for that. You know, I don't. Like, if you have a religion, awesome for you. I do not, and I would appreciate it if you didn't try to push it on me. Now I sound like a crazy. Anyway, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that are like, well, this is what I believe and you should believe it too. Well, what if I don't want to? And you shouldn't try to make me. That's what I'm saying. Now, I understand it that you actually you shouldn't be pushing your beliefs. That's how it is in the Bible. They don't pound it into people's brains. Was it Jesus says something about if your message is not received, wipe the dust off your feet or something like that. I don't know. I don't read the Bible. I have no idea. Anyways, what I do know is that I'm still enjoying the show. And then I'm going to go to bed when I'm done with this. So tomorrow is Thursday. I have to be into the office tomorrow. Into the office, and I'll be having a shadow and being monitored, basically, so I don't mess up. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Have yourself a good night. Sleep well. Toodles. I'm sorry. I need